Welcome back to another episode of How About Home. So, before we begin, I want to share something personal. So, last week I stepped away for a moment from filming, editing, from the constant rhythm of creating. This project has asked me to sit with some very big emotions, some very big realities, and I realised I needed to give myself the same care I encourage in these stories, which means that sometimes pausing is its own kind of strength. So, that aside, this week my heart has been drawn to the bond between mothers and daughters. It is a thread that waves through generations, sometimes fragile, sometimes unbreakable, sometimes rocky, but always significant. A mother's love can be a shelter, a mirror, a guide, and for daughters, especially speaking from myself, it can be the foundation of how we see ourselves and eventually how we nurture others. To explore this connection, I sat down with my cousin. I call her auntie. Her relationship with her mother is tender and close, and she also stands in the role of a mother. In our conversation, we spoke about what it truly means to call a place home, what home means in the word to her, and the gift of being loved by a mother that is still around, and how that love that she received echoes in the way that she parents her own child. So here's a glimpse of that moment that we shared. Enjoy. So, great question, because you're a mum.
Yes, I'm a mum.
You're a mum.
Mum of one.
Mum of one. You have a mum.
I have a mum.
So, when you think of the word mum, when you think of like the word mother,
Yeah.
and all that encapsulates, from your experience, from the experience you have experienced, so mum to mum,
Yeah.
mum as mum,
Yeah.
what does that mean to you?
Firstly, the first thing I think of is love. Because a mum is all about loving, giving, sharing, teaching, being there. Yeah, that's the first thing I think of when I think of mum. When I think about my mum, the way she loves me, the way I love her. When I think about my daughter, I could get emotional. I don't want to get emotional, but I could. Yeah. Love. Yeah.
I'm going to push you a little bit.
Go on then.
What is the thing that makes you feel emotional when you are describing either of those two things?
I am getting emotional. I didn't expect this, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Oh.
Still don't set me off.
I don't know. To be a mum, it's one of the greatest gifts you can ever have. And you don't know it until you're a mum. Because it's a feeling that you've never had before. I didn't know how much my mum loved me until I had Charlene. Oh, goodness me. And now that I'm looking after her and I'm with her day in, day out, I think that love has expanded to a level that I never even expected. I've always known I've loved my mum, but to know her now in the way that I do, I see her in a completely different light to how I used to see her. She was just somebody who, she was someone who you know, gave life to me, looked after me, raised me. But now she's so much more. And when I think of my relationship with Charlene, and I think of how I used to think of my mum before I had her, and I think, oh God, I can imagine how she thinks of me now. But our relationship has progressed over the years. It's gotten better. We've had some turbulent times. Yeah, we've had some very turbulent times. But it's at a level now where she has matured so much, and I can say things to her now, and we can have deeper conversations now than we've ever had before. And she understands a bit more. She's still not at the level that I can understand my mum when my mum is talking about me or talking about my sisters, because I can see it from a mother's point of view. But at the same time, the relationship that me and Charlene have, it has progressed into such a way that when I'm thinking of Charlene, when I think of my mum, love is the first word that comes to mind. Yeah.
Yeah. That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hearing my cousin speak made me pause and think about my own relationship with my mum, the ways her love has shaped me, and also the places where I've learned to grow on my own. Mother-daughter bonds are not always simple, but they carry a lot of weight and a tenderness that leaves lasting imprints on who we are. This conversation also reminded me that home can live in these moments too. The moments of love, sometimes spoken, sometimes silent, that we carry with us long, long way after childhood. Anyway, thank you for being here with me as I continue to explore other people's stories as well as my own, and finding the interlink between the two. And I'll see you next week for some more journey. Bye.